Hello everybody, Epic Mewtwo here. Today we have a very interesting video, and a video that I'm quite excited to do actually. I figured I'd go ahead and cover this on the channel. I wasn't sure if I wanted to, but I ended up deciding that I wanted to, because there's a little bit more to cover than I initially thought. And of course I am talking about the family Kamehameha EZAs. Funny enough, there's the little notice for one of the things related to it that just popped up when I said it. Thanks game, I appreciate the plug. So there's a couple things I want to talk about in this video as well. We are going to play through some of the EZA. I have not actually done any of it yet. I might go ahead and finish it on stream because I can definitely tell you that I am not going to finish it in this video because that would be a very long video. But I might go ahead and finish it on stream. We'll see what happens in this video. But I wanted to talk about two things before we actually hopped into the video itself. Well, not the video itself. We're obviously, this is part of the video, duh. But I mean, like, before we hop into the actual EZA, right? So before we even get into the EZA, right? This is something that I wanted to kind of talk about because this is definitely related to the EZA. We of course, sorry about this also, it's going to take a little bit for stuff to load because my internet is being a butt today. But either way, you guys know that we got these 3 tickets on JP that use, that are in the Baba shop where you can pick up the family Kamehameha units, right? As you can see, I haven't used any of my tickets yet. And I kind of wanted to talk about just kind of maybe what units you should pick with these tickets, and we then will go over like more so the units themselves and some of the strategy for the EZA itself. Also, oops, I forgot to turn off notifications, so that'll be blocked. I'll just censor this part and keep talking. It's all good. You guys won't even know what's happening. But anyway, I wanted to go over these units here and kind of say my opinions on what I think you should pick. Now, if you don't have any of them, which is probably unlikely, but definitely possible, if you don't have any of them, I would definitely say go ahead and pick up all 3 with all 3 tickets. That kind of seems like the obvious choice, but you know, I don't know, maybe you know, you want to go for just going all in on Goku and you pick up, you know, 3 Gokus so you have the 2 dupes. That's definitely an option, but I would personally recommend, you know, going in and getting all 3 of them just so you have them all. You know, the more options the better in my opinion. You know, and 2, they're not like the, you know, the super best EZAs. I mean, they are, you know, just unfeatured units on the banners, but they are still very good, of course. So that would be my recommendation if you don't have any of them. If you have one of them, then I would say pick up the other 2 and get a dupe for the one that you have. In my case, I have all 3 with 2 dupes actually. So I'm kind of undecided at the moment. Either what I'll do is I'll pick up 1 of each, so then I'll only need 1 more dupe to rainbow them, or I'll grab 2 of one of them, and then I'll grab 1 more of another one, and then that one will be at 90%. I'm undecided at the moment, but we're gonna look at some things that might help my decision, and maybe it'll get me get my decision to be finalized by the end of the video here. We're gonna hop over to Chrome. You like that transition? Making moves out here, boys. That's what I'm talking about. This will be linked in the description below, by the way. This is a EZA guide on the Reddit. Shout out to Kaioken Masters for this post. This is a very in-depth guide, as you can see. Very good. It gives you a ton of useful information about the EZA, but there's a couple things that we want to look at in particular. So first of all, let's look at the units themselves, right? This I went over in a news video a couple days ago when this stuff first came out. So right, we're mainly looking at the passives and the super attacks, obviously. I don't know, maybe it kind of depends on what you need. In my opinion, just kind of looking over these here, see, the Goten is good because obviously he's that orb changer and he's a good defensive unit, as you can see. But even so, the Gohan is probably going to be the hardest hitting, maybe. He obviously gets that 90% boost on the passive, and his super raises attack for 1 turn. Obviously, Goku on his passive is getting that plus 3 key and 80% when HP is 30% or above, which is the majority of the time. Now keep in mind too, if you're running him on a team with UI Goku on like Pure Saiyans or something like that, That might be some conflicting stuff there. And then you can see too, on his super up there, raises allies attack for 25% for 1 turn. So he is definitely a great support unit as well in that way. So he might end up hitting harder than Gohan. I'm not sure on the numbers, but they're definitely the harder hitters of the bunch. Obviously, they're not going to be the hardest hitters on your team. And the Goten is more of a support unit. Well, kind of a support unit, more so defense. And obviously an orb changer, and the Goku has a little bit of support for the whole team as opposed to just himself. So I honestly don't know. Because these are all good. Maybe I'm going to talk to some of my amigos in my Discord about what I'm going to pick, because I'm not sure yet. Not positive, because like I said, I have each with 2 dupes. But what I would recommend, the point of me looking at this is obviously about which one that you guys should pick. And for this in particular, we'll hop back over to Chrome in a second. I would say if you don't have any of them, pick them all up. Pick up 1 of each. And then I would say, if you have 2, maybe go in for dupes of 1. You know, if you have like 2 of 1, maybe go for the rainbow just for the clout. It kind of depends on your box and what you need for your teams. You know, if you need a good orb changer, Goten's definitely the option for you. You know, if you need a good option for pure Saiyans or STR, Goku's a great option. And same thing for AGL and Hybrid Saiyans as well. I mean, Goten can fit on Hybrid Saiyans too. Actually, I want to try him out on Hybrid Saiyans for that boost. Ooh, with those LRs. Ooh, that's gonna be a showcase coming up in the future. Keep an eye out for that. Actually, maybe I'll Rainbow Goten just because of that, because that would actually be super dope. But either way, that's kind of my discussion on it. Let me know what you think in the comments section below. I know I didn't really give you a definitive answer, but it is very subjective in terms of what's in your box for what you pick. Anyway, let's hop back over here to the Reddit and look at the actual guide here, right? So the weak team, or the team that the event is weak to, is movie bosses. We kind of predicted that, you know, it kind of makes sense. You know, these guys are from the Broly movie, you know, so on and so forth. They're weak to movie bosses. Unfortunately for me, I do not have Turles. I didn't go in on that banner. I kind of regret it now because he's really good on Pure Saiyan, so I'm probably going to go for him when he comes back. But I don't have him, so I'm going to be using a Rose lead and a Turles friend. He does offer a little bit of a boost to villains as well, so that's pretty cool. And it is 30 stages, so what's interesting too is it's not 3 separate EZAs, it is 1, and it's like Goten in the beginning, then Gohan, then Goku towards the end, so that's pretty cool. And then obviously, you know, as you go on, they drop, well, let's see, do they have the drops here? Okay, here we go, perfect. So on a single run of the first 30 stages, you get obviously all of the medals that you need to EZA all of them. You get, whoa, that's a hot lot of potential orbs. So obviously you're getting double the STR orbs because 2 of them are STR units, and then you're obviously getting the AGL orbs there. I don't think that's enough to rainbow them, but that's definitely a significant amount. That's definitely a pretty good amount. You're getting 4 AGL Grand Kais and 7 STR Grand Kais, as well as 30 stones, of course. But that's kind of interesting. I don't know how I feel about that, because you obviously can't get them to SA10, either any of the units, with the Grand Kais that they give you. Usually they give you the ability to get them to, oh, actually SA15, because they're getting EZA'd. So that's kind of interesting. Not sure how I feel about that. Definitely think they could have gave out more Grand Kais, because that would have helped. You're going to have to throw some Elder Kais or Grand Kais that you have sitting in your box at these guys, unfortunately. Although, the majority of them, I don't know if the Gohan is farmable, I can't remember, but the Goten is definitely farmable, at least semi-farmable. I think more, no. The Goku, excuse me, here, let me rephrase. Goku is technically farmable, as well as semi-farmable, and Goten is definitely semi-farmable, not regular farmable. There we go. Anyway, when I say semi-farmable, by the way, I mean like you pull SRs from the gotcha banners that you can awaken and then put in for a 50% chance to raise SA. That's what I mean when I say semi-farmable. And then of course we got the EZA missions here when you I believe this is just EZAing one of them. I mean, that would make sense. You're, you know, step 1, 3, 5, and 7. You're getting 3 Dragon Stones from that Hercule statue, excuse me, and then if you get 1 to SA15, you're getting an Elder Kai. Oh no, it does say here, which can be done a total of 3 times. Okay, so you're technically getting 9 stones if you do them all, and 3 Kais if you get them all to SA15, so that's pretty dope, as well as a little bit of extra Hercule statues. So that's interesting. Here it does go over as well. And then by the way, too, partially why I'm going over this is because we're not going to play through the whole thing, but I want to give you as much information about the EZA that I can, because, you know, we're only going to play through the first couple stages. Alright, so stages 1 through 5, you face Goten. The SSR one, 6 through 10. Wait, sorry, I said 1 through 10. 1 through 5, you face the SSR Goten. 6 through 10 is the TUR. 11 through 15 is the SSR Gohan. 16 through 20 is the TUR. 21 through 25 is the SSR Goku. And then 26 onwards is the TUR Goku. Pretty cool. Alright, so that's how that works. As you can see here as well, it tells you the damage reduction on each of the stages, which I don't know if we had that before. I don't remember an EZA guy that was this detailed before, but that's pretty cool. It tells you how much damage reduction that each of them have. Stage 30 gets up to minus 64%. That is pretty crazy. And then as you can see here, there is special, what do you call it, like damage reduction on certain types of units. Level 4 onwards has 50% against physical units. 8 and onwards is damage reduction 60%. Obviously that's not stacking, because that would be, they would just be hitting for absolutely nothing. But you know, so like once, you know, from stage 4 to stage 7 it's 50% for Fizz, and then stage 8 is where it changes to 60 for STR and Fizz, and obviously 13 is 70 for Int, Fizz, and STR, and 20 is 80% for Int, Fizz, STR, and Super types. Obviously this is an event that you're supposed to be using villain units on. So this is going to be difficult, especially since I don't have Turles, but I have heard mixed things. I've heard that a lot of people have been saying that this event is kind of easy. I know that you don't even need, like, well, I guess for most of the EZAs, you don't need, like, the specific team for the first couple stages. You know, if your team is good enough and it's just powerful, you can make it through, but, you know, towards the later stages, you obviously need that boost. It also tells you good, character units, tells you good characters to use against the individual characters. Obviously against Goku and Goten, since you got that type advantage. Turles, Great Ape Turles, Hyrudegon / Tapion. They put MVP there, that's funny. Bojack, Cooler, Golden Frieza, and Rose are good there. And then of course units for Gohan are Golden Frieza, Cooler, 13 Bio Brilliant Fusion, Zamasu. Of course these are, you know, you got to keep in mind the typing, and they tell you to the extreme movie bosses who are those two types are probably the best for this event. So that is everything about the event in depth. I know we're already 10 minutes in, we haven't started yet, but I wanted to give you guys as much information about this as I possibly could. Of course, I will leave this linked in the description below if you want to take a more detailed look at this. But this is all good information to know as we hop in here. Now, I am going to try my darndest to beat this as much as I can, because like I said, I have all 3 of these guys and I'd love to get them EZA'd. But for now, I'm probably, well, we'll see. We'll see. How far I'm able to get, right? I'm gonna use probably just probably one of my better teams for the beginning stages of the EZA, and then once I get there, once I get farther on, I'll try my villain team that I have set up. I'll show you that team anyway. I'm not going to use my Turles friends yet, by the way, just because, like I said, I want to save them. Well, actually, I didn't know if I said that yet, but this is the villains team that I'm going to be rocking. I know I should probably awaken Turles, but he's not farmed and I haven't yet, so maybe I'll do that before I actually hop in. We'll see. As well, I know I did pull LR Broly, but he's not awakened yet. I'm still working on that, so for now, the EZA Broly's going to have to do. Cooler is probably going to help a lot, but since Fizz gets reduced pretty heavily in this event, I don't know. We'll see. But we're going to hop in here with Potara for the beginning, just to kind of show you guys. Where's my water bottle? Did I not bring it in here? Oh, it's back here. Hold on. I need a drink. I've been talking for 10 minutes straight. All right, we're good. So you can use any kind of teams for the beginning. Like I said, it's, you know, obviously most of the EZAs, the stages in the beginning are quite easy to take down. Obviously Goten only has 2 health bars here, so we don't got too much to worry about. I'm gonna try and keep this video around 20 minutes. I don't really want to make it a half an hour, but then we'd only have like 5 minutes left, so I don't know, we'll see. Maybe I'll go more like 25, we'll see. But ooh, 3 milli, that's disgusting. So as you can see, as long as you just got your busted units for the first couple stages, you'll be fine. But if you guys are familiar with past EZAs, you guys know that eventually you really do need that type specific team. Alright, so we are getting some free stones for this, which is pretty dope as well. Right now, there's not really a banner I want to summon on. I'm definitely not pulling on that EZA banner, that's for sure, because the current one just has these 3 guys, and I'll just wait until I know I'll pull them unfeatured on some banner in the future. So I'll just wait for that. Alright, can we find another Potara friend? We can. Just kind of wish there was one on my friends list. Oh well. Ooh, and there's an LR Goku. Alright, we'll just take this one then. We'll just use, like I said, kind of my more powerful teams. Like, I'll use fusions as well if I can't find a Potara lead. Just because, you know, they're pretty common still. The LR Gogeta and Vegito lead. That is the one nice thing about this team once it comes to global, because at the time of this recording, it is not, those 2 guys are not released on global yet. The team is very common, or at least the leader is very common to find, so you shouldn't have trouble running the team. I mean, obviously you know why, because they're so good and, you know, everybody likes the unit, but still, it's pretty cool. Excuse me. Gotta get another sip of water there. Alright, so that didn't even kill him. Interesting. A physical VB should be able to take him out there, though, with a couple attacks. No? My boy. Come on, you're rainbowed for a reason. I know. The damage reduction, by the way, hasn't started on Fizz yet, as we saw on the guide. It starts at stage 4. So for these first couple stages, we don't have to worry about it. By the way, regarding the EZA banner, since I mentioned it, this particular one, highly recommend staying away from it, because like I said, the only featured units on it are these guys. Now, I don't know. Actually, let me check that in the background. Are we not going to be able to find a freaking Potara friend? Alright, we'll have to run fusion. Please tell me I have fusion set up. Thank you. Alright, dope. Let me look in the background if the LRs are on that banner, because what's interesting is that this is the first technically EZA banner, right? That is not a Dokkan Fest banner, because, you know, obviously beforehand all of the units that have gotten EZAs have been Dokkan Fest units, and this is the first one, well, besides the free-to-play Gohan, obviously, these are the first units that haven't been Dokkan Fest exclusives to get EZAs. So let's see if the LRs are on this banner, because most of the time the LRs are on banners like this. Okay, so they are. Interesting. The LRs are on this banner. I'm taking a look on DBZ Space right now. I see Bojack, the Rage Vegeta, and Int Beerus are on there, which is pretty cool. They're literally just got added to JP. The STR Beerus is there as well. I see Trunks, Goku Black, Broly, Mass Saiyan, LR Gohan. I don't see anyone else, but obviously the rest of the LRs are there if they're there. I don't see as well. Tech Toa is still not on a freaking banner. They have had her and Toa. Did I say? I meant to say Toa and Mira. Whatever I said, I'm sorry, I goofed on it. But they have not been on a banner in a hot minute. I see the LR Goku as well there. Alright, so that's cool though that they're actually on the banner, because like I said, there have not been LRs on an EZA banner thus far. I guess technically this isn't a quote-unquote EZA banner, because the banner... Who is running that? My boy, GG Gamer, what are you doing? But technically, you know, these have all been Dokkan Fest banners, so I guess this isn't technically an EZA banner, it's more so just, you know, the family Kamehameha units banner, I guess. You know, and they're just obviously having it out now because of, you know, the EZA. So that's kind of interesting as well. The first 3 multis are only 30 stones, so maybe, I don't know, maybe I'll do it. Maybe I'll do those 3 just in case I pull an LR, and as well, then I can see, you know, maybe if I pull a couple extra of those guys, I can see what I want to use my tickets on. You know, I'll only do the 3 discounts because it's not worth 50 stones for a multi for that for me, but maybe I'll do the 3 discounts, just for the heck of it, and, you know, just to happen to see if I pull an LR, and then that way it'll help me decide more what tickets I want to use, or what characters I want to use the tickets on, rather. Alright, so we are on stage 4 now, by the way. Stage 5, actually. So the physical reduction has begun, which is tear to my eye. Kind of unfortunate because a lot of good units on, well, I mean, my really good unit on my villains team for, by the way, the villains team I am running, I know I'm all over the place, I'm sorry. The villains team I am running, besides the Rose lead, obviously, is all characters from the movie bosses category. I think I forgot to mention that. That's the reason why I'm running the team like that. Alright. Let's put Gogeta in the front and link him up with the other Gogeta. Oh, I just realized that's not a super. I thought he had way more ki than that. Oh, well, it's okay. It'll be fine. Alright, sorry about that. Need another drink of water. Alrighty. So obviously, like I said, we're not going to go through this whole thing because that would take a very long time. And I probably am going to end up struggling at one of these stages. Wow, okay, so that just shows you how much that damage reduction is. That is freaking LR Gogeta with his 18 ki super, and he only hit for 300k. Yikes. That is really showing that damage reduction in effect. Alright, so let's pick up all of this ki. Perfect. And let's get this in key for you so we can heal up a little bit, and we'll save the AGL key for another unit because Pan is just here. Well, not Pan. Pandel, excuse me, is just here for the support. Alright, so let's see here. Wow, that's crazy. That is so much damage. How much damage reduction is Fizz doing right now? We have 50% damage reduction, so I guess that makes sense because it's like just under 500,000. Wow, that is still really crazy though. Alright, so we managed to beat that stage, no problem. Obviously, Ink Gogeta was steamrolling it for us. And there is our first STR Grand Kai. Cool. That is pretty dope. Maybe we'll do one multi on the banner in this video, just for the heck of it. Why not, right? I have 45 stones. I think I'm going to do that. You know what? I think I'm going to do all of those easy, or not easy multis, but I think I'm going to do those multis on the banner just in case I get an LR. And oh, someone's running the Goku as the leader right now. That's kind of funny. I probably should run Potara though, because there's less physical units on that team, and I could actually replace. Oh, okay, cool. So I almost said Dokkan. Goten is awakening to UR here. You know what? I guess the video will just end up being half an hour long. Oh well, it's okay. It makes sense, you know, considering the content of the video. He cannot be sealed though, right? He can be sealed. Interesting. Alright. And I guess we'll let Gotenks do that. Probably shouldn't. I guess we'll end up seeing how hard he gets hit for, right? Okay, so they're only taking triple digit damage. That's good. Fizz Tanks, the sealer one, I guess it's Seal Tanks, huh? He's gonna take a lot more though. Alright, well, let's see how much he takes, right? Obviously, he's not going to deal that much, but all we care about is the seal right now. 500k, okay, that was with a crit. Yikes, he took 44k. Obviously, that's not a big deal on this team, considering, you know, the team has 400k, but on any other team, that would be a pretty big deal. I'm assuming once we get farther on, we won't be able to seal the boss. That would only make sense to me. I don't know why they would let you, because usually on the EZAs, they put a stop to those shenanigans pretty quickly. But for now, we can seal him, which is pretty nice. We can't stun him, though. So that's unfortunate. No one on this team can really stun anyway, but, you know, just in case he had a unit that could do so. Alright, so Gogeta's going to clean up... Ooh, actually, no, he's not going to clean up shop. Yikes. Alright, so Physical Gotenks is going to clean up shop. The type disadvantage, and not type disadvantage, well, I guess the type disadvantage, but the damage reduction, excuse me, won't matter so much there just because he already had, like, nothing. Alright. So let's see. When does Goten end? Let me check again while we're still trucking along here. Goten ends at... I know I went over it before. Okay, so 10 is when it is the last stage of Goten, and 11 is when it changes to Gohan. Interesting. Okay. Let's... You know what? Is there... Do I have a Vegeta on my friends list right now? I was gonna say, let's run... Not that Rainbow LR Majin Vegeta. I've been eyeing that for days, bro. Let's just use this one, I guess. Do I have Pure Saiyan set up? I think I do. Yeah, okay. Let's just use Pure Saiyans. Why not, right? We're not getting as much of an attack boost, but hopefully Vegeta pulls through for us, right? So stage 11 obviously is where it changes. Maybe we'll try and go up to that stage. We'll see. Okay, so what do we want to do here? They're linking like literally the same, so I think I'd rather have Vegeta tank in the front. We'll have Goku do that. Can we get 4 key? Oh, lovely. Okay, we can get 4 key for the Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta. Unfortunately, that one's only SA6, but it was the only one I found on the friend list in a relatively quick amount of time. So this team has 400k though. That's still pretty impressive. Obviously, they're getting that 170 HP and defense boost, so that's why. But okay. So Goku's going to do his thing. Still a milli. Cool, cool, cool. This team might be better to run for me right now just because I have less physical units on it. But my Potara team, the only one is VB. And he, I can replace for the tech one even though he won't link as well. At least he won't have that type disadvantage. So I'll see too how far I can get on this with kind of just using these, I don't want to say random teams. Ooh, this is actually not good. We're not going to be able to super with anyone here, are we? That's unfortunate. Yeah, because unless Vegeta, yeah, Vegeta has no way of supering here because, well, I guess technically his dupe system additional could be a super if I'm remembering the AGL gets that correctly. Okay, well, I guess it doesn't matter anyway. But obviously his additional attacks can't be supers. I haven't talked about that yet because I haven't like showcased the team properly on the channel yet. But that is kind of frustrating that his additionals can't be supers. I'm assuming they did that so he wasn't like super OP busted. Because that would be pretty crazy if he was just launching off supers like that. I guess it's kind of what Tech VB does, but obviously Tech VB needs to build up a little bit before he, you know, before he starts hitting like a madman. That is what is up with all these rainbow LR Majin Vegetas, bro? That's crazy. Alright, let's run another Vegeta lead just for the heck of it. The other nice thing about this too, I mean, I know this is the case with literally every EZA, but it is only 30 stamina, or not 30 stamina, 0 stamina. Sorry, I was thinking about the 30 stones thing in my head for the multi we're going to do in a little bit. But what I meant to say was that it is 0 stamina, so that is very nice because obviously this is something you can do while you're waiting for your stamina refill, or, you know, obviously like me, you're just hopping on the game for the first time today because you were so busy and you can hop right into it without having to worry about running out of stamina and using stones on stamina. So that's pretty nice too. Alright, Vegeta, do your thing. I'm assuming as well, once we get to Goku, if this team can even make it that far, Vegeta's transformation will probably be really helpful, considering he'll obviously have that hot type advantage, and the transformation mechanic makes him a lot more powerful. Alright, so Goku only hit for 300k, yikes. Unless I'm seeing that, unless I like blinked and saw that wrong, he only hit for 300k. And at this point, I believe we should be okay with that. How much are we going to take? Okay, only 18k. So, alright, so, oh, that's why, because STR and Fizz are getting reduced by this point. Alright, I see. That makes more sense then. Alright, we're going to do this because I would rather have Vegeta tank those. Although Vegeta might be able to take him out in the first slot, but whatever, it's fine. We'll survive either way, that's for sure. So yeah, so right now we're getting a 60% debuff to our STR and physical units because we're past stage 8. Or I believe we're past stage 8 anyway. I think we are. I don't remember. We'll see though. Obviously stage 11 is where Gohan starts kicking the party up. So we'll see in a second when we get out of here. Oof, sorry. Talking for like all that time. For like talking as fast as I do in videos, I need a little bit of water. Okay, so we're literally on stage 8, no wonder. Alright, perfect. I think for now I'm gonna stop the video here. Maybe I'll do a video. I'll do a video obviously once I get these guys EZA, because I do love doing those EZA videos. But while we're doing an outro, let's go do the banner. I do not recommend doing this banner, but like I said, the LRs are on here. So if it fiddles your fancy, I suppose, but free-to-play players I would not recommend. Obviously, there's all these SRs on here, but the whole point is that they're there to raise the SA of the EZA units. So while we're doing the outro here, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I really appreciate it. I know it wasn't as easy, or it wasn't as much EZA gameplay as you probably wanted to see, but hey, you know what? I wanted to give you a lot more information on it, you know, as opposed to, you know, seeing it go through, because it is more, it was just oh, okay, cool. So we got one Goten. That's already pretty cool. But like I said, it's, you know, the EZA is a lot of the same, you know, just going through all the stages and stuff. So, but either way, okay, so that guy does make the Gohan semi-farmable. I don't know why I forgot about that. And there's another Goten. Okay, cool. So that is actually a featured unit for our GSSR. As you guys know, all the banners going forward on JP are going to be GSSR. So I guess I'm not using any tickets on Goten, because that is a rainbow Goten right there. So that's pretty dope. All right, as well, I'm assuming then, because this unit is, you know, more likely to be unfeatured as your GSSR, I'm assuming that includes the LRs. I don't know if they have a reduced rate or not. Someone can let me know about that in the comments. But I guess I'm not using them on Goten, so that's pretty dope. Either way, though, guys, hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll catch you in the next one. I've been Mewtwo out. Peace.